My name is Homesick, and today I'm going to show you the basics of Omnisphere, how to get started using the presets and making your own synths as well. Omnisphere is a great VST. I use it in every single production I make. So without further ado, let's just get into this. When you first pull up Omnisphere, it's going to look something like this. You're going to have the presets on the left side here, and they're really well organized so you can find exactly what you're looking for. This would be like the main effects you have. You can change the octave, the voices, the scale, use glide, solo, resonance, cutoff, and this would affect the whole sound, the whole patch here on this layer one. And then the patch is made up of two different sounds, and you can choose between a synth or a sample. And then you can affect that particular sound, synth or sample, with these different effects. You can have modulation, LFOs, envelopes, filters, the velocity, some pitch effects, as well as different effects on the oscillator. If you click the magnifying glass here, you can see many more effects: frequency modulation, ring modulation, granular as well. Granular is a great feature and usually just adds a little bit of texture. B would be the exact same thing, so A and B, they're just two of the same sounds. You can choose a different sound here, affect it different ways, and then they will both be playing together in the main patch. You can also then put effects on A, B, or the whole patch. These kind of effects, you can put reverb on, delay, mess with the pan, choruses, amplifiers. You can also arpeggiate your sounds as well if you want to make ARPs or add some sort of extra effects to it. ARPs get a little bit more complicated, but it's definitely something to look into once you're ready for it. So that's basically a patch, and then there's 8 of those, so you can make up to 8 of them and use them all at the same time and make a really complex sound. And then the multi, you can control all 8 in the velocity, the panning, put more effects on them. There's also a live mode and a stack mode, which are also a little more complicated. So I won't really mess with that for now. But if you're interested, then definitely mess around in there and see what you think. That's basically the layout of Omnisphere. I'm going to go ahead and make a patch now and kind of show you how I would do it. First off, I'm probably going to be making some sort of pad just to begin an instrumental. I'm not choosing a preset. I would go into either choose a synth or a sample. I think I'm going to choose a sample. You just have to click the folder here to get into there. Well, then there's tons of different samples you can use to layer and mess around with. I'm probably going to go to synthesizers, gritty, and then just kind of listen through them and see what I like. I like how that sounds, so I'm going to choose this sample, and I thought of a little chord progression I could use with it. Now I'm going to choose another sample to layer on top of this to make it a little different, a little more complex. You can double tap the blue box here. I like this, but it's very quiet. So I'm just going to go into the effects here, add the imager, and just turn it up. I usually like to raise the voices on my pads to make it a little bit thicker. Usually I just double it to 16. This Juno pad is a little bit too crazy right now, so I need to put an EQ on it, cut off the lows. I'm also going to actually go into the oscillator on Juno and add some granular effects to it. So yeah, I actually think that sounds better, so I'm going to leave that. I think I'm actually going to add another layer to it, maybe add a little noise or something like that. I'm going to try out some things. I'm also going to add some effects to the whole sound to make it a little more unified, maybe add a little reverb, EQ, things like that. One very important thing, when you're adding another layer to it, you have to change channel 2 to channel 1. I'm not exactly sure why, but I noticed that I could not do anything. I could not get a sound out of the second layer without changing this. So if you guys know why, let me know in the comments, but I don't understand why there's 16 channels and why it has to be number 1 to work or to hear it. But that's how it is for me on my computer, my setup. So if you're having that issue, try that. I think that's pretty much done. As you can see, I chose a solo voice choir, put some effects on it. I cut off the highs and the lows, so it's just kind of a higher mid-range sound. The panning effects on and put it into mono. So just kind of going back and forth in the middle there, making it a little more unique. So now when you're playing all three of these together, it's quite a thick, full sound. So that's pretty much it. If you guys have any other questions on Omnisphere and any details, anything like that, anything I kind of went over that you might have need some clarification on, let me know in the comments below. If you learned anything, if you liked it, please feel free to like and subscribe. I still have new beats coming out every day, or almost every day. I'm trying to get new tutorials done at least once a week, maybe every Sunday. If you guys are enjoying these and want to see more, yeah, let me know for sure. So until next time, here is the final track where I used this pad. Thanks.